Would you spend $1 million on a backyard? Well, today's guest designed some of the most expensive backyards and services probably some of the most affluent clientele in the entire country. Backyards that you'd truly only see in resorts. I am proud to welcome my friend Wellington from SJ Pools, and thanks for joining the podcast today.
Thank you for having me on. It's an honor to be the first guest and looking forward to what we're going to report today. I think it's going to be really fun and exciting.
We're going to have a lot of fun. All right. So if I'm tuning into this, I guess my first question would be, what does $1 million backyard look like?
So today, $1 million backyard looks unbelievable. Lots of features. Usually we involve the cover patio, outdoor kitchen, fire features, a swimming pool, gorgeous landscaping grounds, patios. It's fencing screens that we do to protect them, heaters so the cover patio can be used year round. We have I think 5 or 6 projects that are over $1 million right now that we're currently working. Well, two is on permitting process, and 4 that we're working on.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing, you know what I mean? And the thing is, when it goes to those projects, a lot of times I'm creative. A lot of the clients let it flow, and they also want something spectacular, and we keep adding stuff and adding stuff and adding stuff, and it keeps going. It's fun. That a lot of the projects that we do are, I would say, our average project is about 450. I haven't looked at it in about 2 years now. I don't look at exactly what the average is per project. I know on my mind, but it's around there. But like $1 million backyard is really beautiful. It's a lot of fun. You guys see on my Instagram, it's pretty cool. Very cool. Lots, again, like I said, lots of fire features because I love them. I think they're great signature. Beautiful specimen trees. Lots of cool stuff, guys.
I that I agree with. It's, when you get to a certain price sector, like the backyard, it like just ties everything together. You could have the most amazing house, but with a bare backyard, it's like the Ferrari without the engine, right? Like that is truly like a main core element that I see. And I've had the pleasure of working through so many projects with you and seeing how creative you are. And I truly want to say you are one of the most creative people that I'd ever met. And you could really tell that you're passionate about it, and you get clients excited, and you really just come up with designs and things that, I think somebody that doesn't know what they're looking at, whether it's a hilly backyard or a backyard that looks bare or it's a house that's being built, you come in and just like paint it like Picasso, right? But when it comes to life, it's truly incredible.
Yeah, thank you. And we're blessed because a lot of our clients trust us and trust the process, right? It may look like a mess now, but trust me, you'll be fine. Like I'm blessed that I'm able to transform backyards, right? Like I can see many things different. Like a lot of people, when we first got called out, we want a pool. Like a pool is just a piece of the backyard, right? Just a pool. A pool is just a hole in the ground filled with water, nothing else, right? That you want to cool in. But because of the way we grew up, a lot of times when you are having fun outside, you think about a pool.
Yeah.
So when you think you want to entertain friends, I want a pool. But the pool is really a small part of it. It's everything else, how everything else ties it all together. That's what it's all about. That's what creates that environment that, a lot of people don't understand why it feels that way and how it got together, but that's what we do, right? Like, we create the environment for people.
It's funny. I mean, I'm going to use a number, and maybe, obviously you'll agree with me or disagree with me. And only because I'm on the side of the transaction where somebody, maybe they're buying something that doesn't have a pool yet, as you just said, right? I don't know why. Is it me, or like there's this mythical number that people are like, I have 150, right? Do you hear that number a lot? And that's what they just want to put for the pool. And then it's what you said, it's like, yes, but that's just the pool. Like,
Yeah.
you if you're really gonna do it and you're gonna be in the price sector where you're spending 3, 4, 5, it's like you want to tie that in together. To me, that insulates your property value. That it creates the entire experience of doing it without what you just mentioned, which I think is really hard to articulate. But it's hard to draw that and explain that to a client, but I've gotten that feedback. And when I've connected clients with you and even, other people in the industry, it's almost like, well, that's just the baseline, like you said.
Yeah, that's just the pool. And people think about, again, the outside because they want to entertain you. Just think a pool. I want to put a pool. That's how much a pool should cost. Yeah, the pool costs that, but the pool is the least of the problems. It's the least of the costs on a lot of these projects that we're working on now that are larger projects. The pool may be, like 15-20% of the budget. That's it. The rest is what it's all around it, right? It's all the extra features that creates the $1 million backyard look
Yeah.
that adds up, and clients don't realize. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to reach out to SJ. He's expensive. It's not that we're expensive. I don't want to do a whole year round.
They're in demand.
Yeah. And like, listen, I'm more like, I want to say I'm an artist, right? I love what I do. I enjoy it. See, talking about it, I get chills, man. It's really what I do. Like last night, 10:30 at night, I filled my bathtub, got a bottle of wine, laid in the bathtub, hot, burning, looking at a pool of North's most beautiful hotel pools.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing at 10:30 at night.
I will give you a lot of credit too, because I consider myself like a workaholic, truly in and out. And I can't tell you how many times I've called you. I know you've been on vacation. I know you've been on another job. I know you've been at a conference. You've always did your best to take the call or tell me you're going to call me back. But always called me back. Have always just gone the extra mile. Remember that Zoom call we jumped on at like 7 a.m. that one time? There was the client in Alpine was trying to put that pool in the backyard and you drew it off for me. That's like, I don't know. That's cool. And I think that's what you're hiring. You're hiring you. And I think that's a big thing. That's not just of course, the product that you're purchasing, but the person you're working with through that journey as things come up and you want to expand on that vision, or there's problems in the future or referral, whatever. It's the individual you're hiring. And I think that's really what the demand is. You've created not only an amazing brand and you deliver an amazing product, but you're an amazing person. And I think that really goes, a long way.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah. So again, Mike, I really enjoy what I do, right? Don't get back to everybody in time because it's just impossible, right? Like sometimes I jump in a meeting presenting a design, with a client for 3-4 hours, right? By the time I'm done with that meeting, I have 100 calls, I have 300 messages, and there's only so many people like you. I know I can call you at 10 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night too, because I know you were the same as me. I can message you at any time. But I feel bad like sometimes calling, I'm going to text my client, respond to him now, hey, I just freed up at 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. Some of my clients know that it's really true, but
Yeah.
but it's, I really care, right? Like last Sunday, I'll give an example. 2 of my clients, their heater wasn't working. I had to take my daughter to music therapy. Before I went to one really quick, fixed it. It was just a valve that was in the wrong position. And then I took my daughter to music therapy, left her at the therapist, went to the other pool, fixed the other heater again. That was just valve issues, and came back on Sunday.
The super dad and the superhero.
Yeah.
Same day.
But it's all about like, I love what I do, and I treat my clients how I want to be treated. Like if I purchase a product from someone, right? Like I believe when you buy SJ, you're trying to buy peace of mind, right? So I try to provide the service because to give my clients that peace of mind, right? Like to Mother's Day. Was it Mother's? Yeah, Mother's Day. I was at home. We're going to Cape Town for lunch. And my client right down the street, 1 block over from my house, texts me like her built the pool 6 years ago. Her maintenance guy replaced an automatic valve and he programmed it wrong. The valve wasn't closing all the way. She had just got home from yoga and with the family, they were going in the hot tub and the hot tub was raining. Before I went out, I ran there, took my screwdriver, went, fixed the valve for her. She used the hot tub. Like she became a friend. She's a neighbor, and we talked for a little bit. Went out, picked up my wife, went for lunch. She ended up calling Cape on and paying, for a seafood tower for us. It's of appreciation. But I didn't I don't charge for that. Like I would never charge. It's just even though it doesn't matter how long we go through the pool, I just I think that's part of the service that we provide, right? I believe on customer service. I believe in on, a lot of my clients will know, they can text me 10 o'clock at night if they have an issue.
Right.
I'll answer. I don't care if I'm at a party, if I'm laying in bed with my wife, I'll take the phone. I'll say, okay, hey, go FaceTime me, go. And I help them out whenever Chris Benabu, which yeah, awesome person. Like I went to his house once, like 11:30 at night, 12 o'clock at night.
A party, right?
Yeah, it was having a party. I thought it wasn't working. I went there, couldn't fix it, but I showed up, had a few drinks with him, and then went back home.
Amazing.
Yeah, so like like it's really, again, that comes when somebody's buying that $1 million backyard, you got to expect a level of service from whoever you're buying, right? Like,
You want to be treated a certain way.
yeah,
You're cutting in their mind a huge check for something that's, that they expect to enjoy for a very, very long time. That comes with maintenance afterwards. And not necessarily the word maintenance, but it's just that relationship that
it's maintenance and, again, maintenance, repairs, warranties. And like I said, it's not that what we do won't fail. It can fail. Again, a lot of times we're creating things that I haven't built before, and my client goes with the flow, and I haven't built it. I'm not scared of it. I think I know the base of it, that we can get it right. But if it goes wrong, no problem. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
There is nothing that I've had a problem with that was an issue that we didn't honor and fix it and make it right. And it's just like you mentioned the car, right? A Ferrari. It's like when you buy a Ferrari, you're sure gonna have, issues, but they stand behind it.
Stand behind the brand.
That's what it's all about. It's a solid product that you got and you enjoy. And if there are issues, we're there.
I agree. So you said something which was in a segue into my next question, which is, and I think let's get a little crazy with this in a good way. What is the craziest project you ever worked on? And I know that you do more than just pools and backyards. And I've seen the garages and
Yeah.
so just I mean, what was the craziest thing clients asked you to do?
I think this project that we're currently working on now in Tenafly is going to be the craziest.
Tell us.
Yeah, like again, there are the chills. All right, because it's first, the family is unbelievable. Really an unbelievable family. Really nice. Yesterday we went to pick up trees at Victoria's.
Nice.
Yeah, we're there after close. Everybody was gone, just us walking around, him and the two girls. The husband, wife, and the two girls. The girls had a blast playing on the dirt. They were dirty as hell. They were running under the sprinklers, right? So that kind of people, really nice. And when they were buying the house, like 4 years ago, they first reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
I went there, I met with them, we spoke about it a little bit. She was pregnant. Then it cooled off. Then she called me back about 2 years ago, I think. I went designing a pool and a cabana. They're like, all right, beautiful, let's do it. And then they wanted to do some more renovations inside. I said, look, I don't do that. So let me bring in plan architecture then. We need an architect anyways to give us plans for the town. Let them design this with you. Mm-hmm. And then he works with you in the basement, and then we'll continue. Took about a year for them to design everything.
Wow.
We got the plans back. Gorgeous plan that then did. Beautiful. And it turned out that we ended up doing a cover patio and also a music studio attached to the cover patio that's
in the backyard.
In the backyard, overlooking a 55-foot infinity edge pool. Sick. That has an automatic cover that comes off from the ground. Like, beautiful. I have water there's a stairs that goes down to the basement that's walk out that will have water falling on both sides. Like, really crazy. But the project, the way then design of the project was beautiful already, right? But the project went from like, the Dan's design was double the cost of what I had originally designed it, right? Just for the outside. Mm-hmm. When gave them the price, they're like, all right, let's go ahead and let's do it. And, they're really great couple, and we clicked. And every time I end up going in there, we would add a little thing here and there, right? Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. And then one day I got there and we have this covered patio and where the music studio was going to be that I would describe more in a little bit. And there was a little balcony out of their masters. Then I had the idea. I'm like, listen, why don't we tie that in? We'll make a deck on the top of the, of the cabana
Sure.
and the music studio, right? We can throw a sauna up there. We can do another fire pit. We'll do a set of stairs going up. And he's like, whoa, I love that. Let's do it.
Keep going.
Yeah. Whoa. And then by this time, I had added it like 40% to the budget already than what we had started, right? And then I said, well, wait, stop. I'm sorry. I hope I'm always worried about my client's budget, right? We keep adding things here, and I don't care. I hope you have 10 times more than what you have, but what the hell do you like? How did you make your money? Because how much can we spend here? That's what I want to know. How much fun can we have? How creative can I get? Because, I can keep dreaming here, but like, I don't want to later say, Wellington, we started with this budget. Look where we at now. It's like, listen, we can't be stupid, but, I want to build something really unique for the family. We want to stay here. This is what we want to do. So let's not go crazy, but let's make it beautiful. So if you have ideas, shoot it out and let's talk. And we combine a bunch of my ideas and his ideas, and we were shooting the pool. The day we started excavating the pool,
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it. I had an idea, right? And where the spot was, it was going to be a little bit dangerous, or I was going to have to put a railing so no kids would fall down. So I decided to change the pool design. We changed it. The client loved it. Great. We're doing the concrete in the pool. I had another idea to add the water falling down the middle of the stairs. I stopped the shooting, redesigned it. Like this was Friday, 6 o'clock.
Oh no.
It was so funny because I was on my office, one of my clients, beautiful project that we did that overlooks the Alpine Country Club. Um, he came to my office and, we're having a drink at my office and he was just talking about, how the little change that I made to the project, how great it was, right? Because it was a beautiful home already, beautiful project, just adjust a couple of little things, added a basement to store the pool equipment. And he's like, you gave so many great ideas. He's like, but like, what would you change on my design if you were,
Mm-hmm.
if you were doing it again?
I'd ask that too.
Yeah. And then I looked at it and said, you know what? I would have added an infinity edge on this side. And then I remember, this project that we were shooting. I'm like, shit, I got to do this. So I called my client. I'm like, listen, I had this idea. Let's
Adjust.
let's do this. What it is like sounds fun. I designed a Friday night, Saturday morning. Like I slept like 3.5 hours and went right back into designing it. And it came out sick. My client approved it. I got my rebar guy in there. I got my guys there excavating. We extending the pool. We delayed the shooting like I think like 5 days, but changed it. And it's coming out so beautiful. It's gonna be such a unique project because you have a pool that's about 55 feet long, it's infinity edge on 3 sides. It has a perimeter overflow spa. It has the water that's going to be, it has a set of stairs that goes down to the basement, to the lower level of the yard, to the walkout basement part. And it's going to have water falling on both sides when you're going down. Has fire features. It has this music studio that's going to be so cool. And the guys that are the consultants and the AV guy on this project, they literally do the best clubs in the world. Like
Is it Gabe?
all
Is it
over.
Gabe?
Nah.
No, it's not Gabe.
No.
Wrong game.
Now this is like they literally do like the soundproofing guy. Like they travel the whole world and working with the top artists and top clubs. So it's like that type of experience that I'm having. Like, and then for me, that I love construction in general, right? It's such a unique experience, and it's going to be such a cool setup because, as I say, the project keeps growing. Part of like this house had a 4-car garage that doesn't have really a garage door, but it was an extension. The original guy that built the house used it. He built instruments, so that's where he built the guitars. It was like a wood shop, let's say, right? And he, like, the back wall is part of the attached it to the cover patio, right? So we're gonna open it up, put a 16-foot door there, add a bathroom, pool table inside. You're gonna come outside. You're gonna have a bar with like a floating fireplace, like, and then you have this beautiful pool, and it ties into the music studio. And then above it, you're gonna have this beautiful deck with planters, fire pits, sauna, cold plunge. Um, the pool, as I said, it's 55 feet perimeter flow with the infinity edge spa as well. Pool is raised about 8 feet from the ground. So the infinity edge wall is going to be unbelievable. Then when you go down to the lower level, we have another deck that's out of the family room, and underneath it's another covered patio area with another fireplace. And then what else we have? Oh, the landscaping here is going to be unbelievable. We went up to this nursery, Selective Nursery up in New York. We have trees that my cost on the tree is $15,000, right? Like, it's like crazy, beautiful, gorgeous material. So I'm so excited for it. Like, it's gonna be a really unique project, really, really cool, and for an amazing family, and really looking forward. It's gonna be a while until we're done with the music studio. The pool, hopefully, will be done in 6-8 weeks, I believe.
I see it.
And but the rest of the project will take a while, I think.
Sure.
But it will be really unique, really cool.
Speaking of trees, I have a funny tree story about you, by the way. So
Sure.
you're known for dropping off coconut trees to people's houses without them knowing. So I've sold 2 properties where when you were helping with whatever that might have been, maybe it was the pavers or this, you just dropped the coconut tree. And when my clients told me, which actually Chris and Bianca,
Yeah.
they said one day they came home and there was this coconut tree just sitting in their backyard, but you were supposed to open their pool. And at first they were like, "What's the coconut tree?" But then they loved it. They fell in love with it. And then you did it in front of Mark's.
Yeah. So so we do that. We bring coconut trees. We install them on a bunch of clients, and then there's some projects that I think are pretty cool and would look pretty cool. Like at Chris' house, it looks unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Oh, by the way, I'm working with the new owners. We're designing something for him there. We did the cover, and also he wants to look into the possibility of doing like an indoor basketball court.
He was talking to me about that.
Yeah, so I'm actually with designing it.
He's an example of a very fun client, by the way. He is the definition of a fun client.
Yeah, it seems like a really fun guy. I met him last Saturday. I met him, a young guy.
Yep.
Great guy. Yeah.
You were saying something earlier, and I think this even stands true. I think with anything, but with real estate specifically, when you could show somebody intricate value on something and they know that what they're buying is quality, it's not that price doesn't matter. Of course, there's a sensitivity to how much you're spending. But I find that if somebody understands the value of what it is and the experience that comes with it, it's justifiable. And that's why so many times we've taken clients at certain price thresholds, and I made a video about this, and they're doubling or tripling their budget, not because they wanted to, because they saw value. They saw more value in spending, whether it was $12 million versus spending 5. They could have always spent that or more, but to them, there was more long-term intricate value in that product versus the other. And I feel like that stands true in the story you just said. It's that, yeah, of course, you're cognizant of what you're spending. And yes, sky's not quite the limit, but kind of maybe. But, if you're saying to yourself, well, my daughter's going to be in that music studio, or I'm going to hang out with my wife on top of that terrace, how do you quantify that? You can't.
Yeah, it's really, like I say, right, for me, and I try to do that. Like, I try to be like, I tell my clients, right, I watch your money like it's my money, because essentially it's going to be my money anyways. So you're going to give me some of it. I joke with them, right? But like, what I mean is, because for me, some stuff costs $1 and too expensive. Some stuff costs 100,000 and it's inexpensive, right?
Correct.
It's just a matter of where you see value add. And, and I think a lot of people, a lot of our clients understands that, right? They get to understand the value of the experience of understanding, like, with me, like I've been doing, the only thing I know how to do in my life is construction, right? I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm originally from Brazil. Like August 31st, it's going to be 30 years that I'm here.
Wow.
So when I got here, I didn't go to school. I went straight to work. And, so I can design a house. I can do the grading around it. I can design the pool. I can design the landscaping. I can build them all. So when I'm designing something, I understand that what I'm designing is buildable. Or if I haven't built it yet, I understand how to do it. Or if I don't, like if I need help, I have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. I have great relationship with the best people in the industry in the country, right? I talk to some of them. I'm part of a great pool, MPG, which is the oldest pool group around. It only has 105 members in the world.
Wow.
Like we have guys in France, in Australia, in Guatemala, all over the place. But it's really hand selected guys that are really vital, and the people that are there, some of the older members, like they build where the pilots, like he built a tank that's 18 foot deep that has an F-35 hatch on it, because that's where the pilots train in case if they land in the ocean, how to get out. So like I can call that guy and ask him a question.
That's amazing.
I can call Danny Wang from, that I'm sure you follow on Instagram. I talk to Dan all the time. He has come here, visit me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like, I know where to go to. So I think that's where my best value is when you hire us as an example, is the experiences, the knowledge that you get with it. Like, and I enjoy entertaining, right? I don't only design it, I enjoy it, I love it. I live and breathe it. So it's different than when you just, I think in it's the same thing with real estate. Like you show your love for real estate and that's why you were successful, because you enjoyed it. So that's what I do. I enjoy it. Like for me, I never, all these projects, and I can say it with an open heart, and like, I never look at a project at the number, at the value of it. That's why I don't care about numbers.
Yeah.
Right. I don't care if the project is a $10,000 project, if it's a $3 million project. It all gets the same love, the same care. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to criticize it the same way. If I see anything wrong with it, I'll change it the same way that I would do on a $3 million project.
Yeah. And in something you just said, I think was inspiring. And I want to make sure, like, if you're tuning in, caught that. It's that you actually take so much time and energy to study, right? You're taking time to connect with other people that are doing the same thing or similar thing to what you're doing in other countries, other parts of our country, and you're learning. And once again, it's like that is what you're applying, and there is no way to understand what that is unless you're really. And that's how I feel about my business as well. It's like when you have a specialty, you have a niche, and you really understand that niche. It's like that's really what that's a big part of your value add. And I think that you could, like, not just scrolling on Instagram and seeing ideas of things, like you're really in it. Like like you said, you're traveling, you're meeting people, you're part of these groups, you're really studying your basically craft, and then you're applying that to someone's house, which actually is going to lead me to my last question with you.
Sure.
Okay. If I gave you a blank backyard, no budget, how would Wellington design the craziest backyard?
Describe the love.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the lot. You tell. I don't know because I would say flat, but I don't think that's the best answer. I think actually having some sort of a decline or incline would be
Much better.
Okay,
Right. So, a lot of people think that a flat lot is the best lot, and it's not really, right? Like this backyard that I'm telling, I think it's going to be one of the craziest backyard that we build. Also there's another one that's crazy that we're doing now too. But it's a slope backyard. You know what I mean? It has a walkout basement, but you're not even gonna feel the difference. It's gonna be if you know how to connect a walkout basement, it doesn't feel like a walkout basement.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, like I have one project that I hope I get to design it and be part of it. I'm actually doing the house across the street on it. We have a contract that it's in Alpine.
Beautiful.
Gonna be a beautiful modern home. The one that we have contract on. The other one, I don't know what the house is gonna look like. It's too fun. The guy reached out to me. We spoke. He's still designing it. His secretary sent me the plans by mistake. He asked me not to look at it, and I respect. I didn't. So you know,
I would probably peek down.
I,
Only because I love architecture.
I wanted to see so bad but it's for me, it's like the best lot in Bergen County.
Wow.
Amazing views,
I
unbelievable.
think I know the parcel.
Yeah, it backs to the woods, right? Like it's by my house. I bike there all the time. I love it. So, like that project, again, I didn't see the style of home that he's building there. But like on that property, because I have views south and west where I see the city, you see, you see west, you see PA from there, right? You see all the way out.
Yeah. You don't realize that topography right there.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right? So over there, as an example, like I would do like something really crazy, beautiful, because it also has a lot of topography, right? Would be a big pool, Infinity Edge, where it kind of part of the Infinity Edge cascade as you're driving up on the driveway. So you would see that water coming down. Really, I think if you see the backyards in LA, why are they so crazy? They have all those topography that are unbelievable, right? And then sunken fire pits and I would on that one too. I would like on my mind because I started dreaming, right? But again, I need to understand first what his house is gonna look like, and I promise I didn't look at it. But it would have a lazy river as well with like totally cool island, of course, massive covered patio, outdoor spa, which I love, right? It's I feel so bad here because we are ending this and yeah, like when you asked me my crazy project, I mentioned the one with the music studio, but I have so many projects that are so cool. Like
So you share away.
so like I'll give
Share
you an
away.
example what it all would involve. Like that's why I say too, it so depends. Look, I can put a pool right here now and make it look really good. Like a pool and a sauna and you would enjoy it. And like I can be creative depending on the space. So we have this other project inside of River now that we're working on. Client reached out to me. He had already a plans designed from the architect, ready to build pool and cabana. I look at it and I hate it. Right. I'm like, listen, I don't think it makes sense, but I'll price it for you. I priced it. It's like, what would you do? I did an initial design. He liked it. Another great client, we started talking. He currently has a pool that has a waterfall. And I'm like, oh, what if we transform that into a koi pound? It's like, oh, I like that. And I'm like, what if I put a sinking fire feature in the middle? So he loved it. So like this project
I see where this is going.
yeah. So like this project also is going to be really unique. So we have like an 1,100 square foot cabana, 11 or 1,300 square foot. We divided into 3 buildings. It has bathrooms, fireplace. It has beautiful modern pool with a spa. It's going to have a koi pound that you're going to be able to kind of, some rocks around that you're kind of able to walk around, a little floating deck, sunken fire pit in the middle, 15-foot waterfall, 10 square, beautiful landscaping too that's going to go there with changing. Again, from the original budget, the project is 4 times above it, but we finished his garage for him. We're helping him on his basement. We added a basement walkout. We are going to change his driveway location. We also select some beautiful trees. We're going to line it all up like with bleacher trees and Taylor junipers that are tall and like so many cool projects we have done. Like, so that's why I'm saying like it's the craziest backyard that I would do would depend so much on the yard, on the client. Like a lot of what we do is really like what I'd say is how you come with a perfect project is combining the client's ideas and expectations with your knowledge, with your experience, with what you have to work with, right? You've seen a lot of the work that we have done. I can make wonders in a big backyard, but I love the small backyards. I have a few small backyards that we have done that are unbelievable. Like Mike's house, you just sold it. How great is that backyard?
Amazing.
Like you feel like you are on a boutique hotel in California somewhere, right? Like it transform the before and after of the house is sick. It's like you can't. We did it, and it's hard to recognize. So it's
I actually couldn't believe because I was selling that house before he actually moved in.
yeah,
Because he built it, as you know, just for a sale product.
yeah.
Then he decided to move in, and then I came back and he didn't. I didn't see any pictures. He just said, "Oh, come over. I want to show you the backyard." Like priced out the house, and honestly, like you just said, when I went back there, it was like my jaw hit the ground. I'm like, I feel like on that like a mon or something. And it was not on a big lot. It was 100 by 100 lot. You were probably working with what 35 feet in depth.
30.
Yeah.
30 feet, because there's a wall. There's a
Oh, your retaining wall was
yeah, not even 30 from the kitchen to the wall is like 20.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's like gorgeous. So that's why I'm saying like we like that youth may probably it depends so much. I'll give you an example. That pool in Kinnelon that we did, the one that it's I don't know if you know that's kind of like a pie shade
Oh, I know that.
that's only sold
Yeah, yeah. What's his name's house?
at
Yeah.
Brandon's house.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So like that pool, right? It's so crazy because Brandon told me what he wanted to build, right? The architect was a really cool guy from Val. Brandon flew him into, to design the house. We met there. It was so cool because when I drove into the lot, is that what we built? Is what I saw,
Yeah.
right? And it fits like,
The house does give me a lot of Colorado, actually. Now that you're
yeah,
like,
it has
never
a
actually tied as he just
yeah,
said that. I could tell this.
yeah, that's where it came from. And it's cool. We're building his dad pool now in Franklin Lakes. That's going to be another crazy, beautiful pool. Also has 60 feet of infinity edge.
Wow.
Has I think it's like a 350 square foot sun shelf. Really like beautiful pool that we build in there now too. So that's why I'm saying like it really like
Yeah, I guess.
you give me. That's why I describe me the property, and then I'll tell you. But like it would, I think again like today the main features most important to have on if you're designing your backyard and you say, you know what, I want to have $1 million backyard, let's say. You want to have that covered patio, but the covered patio again, you can build a covered patio for 50 grand or you can build it for 300.
Right.
If you want to enjoy like my covered patio, enjoy year round, it's because of the fencing screens, because of the fire pit, because of
Yeah.
all
It becomes
the
living space. It becomes living space.
yeah,
That's really what it becomes.
and it becomes the most used room in the house. So covered patio is a must. Outdoor kitchen, fire features, so you can warm the place and also use it as lighting. Gorgeous landscaping, and because the landscaping is really important. Landscaping lighting,
Sure.
you need to have audio. A pool, a hot tub, I love. Sun shelves, I also love. I think it's a great features that adds to the aesthetic. And like my kids, my older daughter, she's gonna turn 9 now. She still plays on it with her friends. So I think those are all the features that would be like on my dream project blanket, and the style of it would really depend on the house, on the surroundings, and we'll make it happen.
One last question, very short question before we wrap up. Is there any accessory, like let's say, I'll give you an example what I mean by that. Let's say it would be a basketball court, for example, or a tennis court, which I know you've done. Was there any like element of something you wish somebody would have done in the house that you haven't had the opportunity to do? I had like some crazy ideas in my mind. I'm just curious, like anything you're like, I really want to find someone that decides to do this in their backyard. What would that be?
We've done so many crazy things at this point. I guess I haven't built a lace river, but like not
Like a true river.
yeah, true lace river. Like I haven't done one, so I guess that would be one thing. But I'm not again for me. it's got to make sense. It needs the right property, right? We almost did one at Jacqueline, one of the projects, but then it got pulled back. But again, it adds a lot of money, and
Oh yeah.
for me, it's all about the value, right? For you to have a lazy river in your backyard, really you gotta have 5, 6 kids at least. Otherwise, you're just wasting
your money.
Yeah, you're wasting your money, right? Or
Go to what is it, Donnie Park? Or
because again, like we've done so many crazy projects, and we have so many crazy projects right now. This project that I have in Alpine, not the one that I'm hoping I get to design, the one that's across the street. For me, it's literally designed by the best modern architect in the country. McLean Designs. It's the houses in LA that you'll see. So I'm working on his projects. You know what I mean? Crazy. You guys to work with Dan here, with Zemplin. Just a lot of guys that are crazy, unbelievable. Yeah,
top talent.
we work on with some landscape architects that are the best in the country as well. So we've done a lot of cool things like that pool in Nyack that I done that overlooks the Tappan Zee Bridge. It's so magical.
Yeah, those are variables that you just are irreplaceable.
Yeah, and look, I'm literally doing a koi pound with a sunken fire pit in the middle, and I'm gonna put coconut trees next to it, and you know what I mean. And how crazy more can I get? There's always
When I asked you that question, I honestly thought you were going to say like a helicopter pad or something.
no, I
don't know. I was, that's not impossible.
It's totally possible. But right here, listen, I think our area, very few people
I know. Well, actually, I think I heard this interesting stat. Mark told me Teterboro, which isn't far from us, 15, 20 minutes, is the most traveled private airport in the entire country.
It is
So,
in the world.
maybe
I think
is it the world's?
I think one of the busiest private.
A helicopter pad might be in your future.
I think the regulations here would be hard, but yeah, maybe that would be cool. A helicopter pad would be cool in the middle of the pool.
Now we're talking. Well, thank you so much for jumping in.
Thank you for having me. I was appreciate you.
Thank you. A lot of fun. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a great day.